What's up guys, behind me is Chiang Kai-shek Memorial Hall. Now, if you don't know, it's one of the most popular monuments in Asia, and now that I'm in Taipei, I would like to test out the KOHO card. A couple days ago, I upgraded to their everything plan. It was a free trial period. I'm not going to pay for that. It's 22 bucks a month. But they claim to offer 2% cash back on several categories and no foreign transaction fees. Now, what I want to know is it 2% cash back on those categories on top of no foreign transaction fees? So the categories are restaurants, transportation, and groceries. Because there's many credit cards in Canada that offers high multipliers for specific categories, but once you go abroad, they don't offer those high multipliers anymore. The rewards goes way down. And of course, the everything plan also offers one free ATM withdrawal internationally. Now, last year, I made a video using the EQ Bank card, and it was simple card to withdraw money in Taipei at 7-Eleven and the MRT station, and surprisingly, the Wealth Simple card refunded me the ATM fee at 7-Eleven in Taipei. So if you're curious about that, check out this video over here. Now, KOHO's everything plan, it's not cheap, right? It's 22 bucks a month, but you do get 4% interest rates. But that's not even that impressive because I think EQ Bank right now also offers 4% interest rates, and that's free. So really, unless the everything plan does indeed offer 2% cash back on specific categories and no foreign transaction fees, it's really hard to justify paying 22 bucks a month on just a checking account with 4% interest rates. Alright, with that said, let's go to the first stop, Sheraton Hotel. We're at the 12th kitchen here at Sheraton Hotel. I want to see if, first of all, if the KOHO card can be accepted here, and secondly, if they're going to give me 2% cash back and no foreign transaction fees. Again, this is a hotel. They should be more accepting for different cards internationally, but we'll see. Honestly, I only wanted to come here to show off how much better the buffets here are compared to Canada. As an Asian eating at a buffet, the most important thing is to get your money's worth. That's good financial advice right there. And the most expensive thing on the menu today are snow crabs. Look, I don't even eat crabs, but dude, I'm Asian. I need to get my money's worth. I think I'm probably allergic too, but look, I'm a financial guru. I'm here to make money. I'm not here to mess around. Tastes kind of frozen, but I'm here to make money. I'm not here to play games. So I just Googled. Apparently a pound of snow crab legs is worth $17 on average. So this buffet is $50, which means that's 3 pounds of snow crabs. You know what? At least the healthcare in Taipei is free. You know, just in case my allergies appears from eating 3 pounds of snow crabs. So the guy just took my credit card. We're gonna see if Sheraton Hotel in Taipei takes the KOHO card.
69 seconds later.
So update, they just returned me the KOHO card. They rejected the KOHO card. If Sheraton Hotel in Taipei rejects the KOHO card, I am not optimistic about using this card internationally. It's a freaking hotel, international brand hotel. How do they reject the KOHO card? So I just got an update from the KOHO app that my transaction has been denied for a couple reasons. First of all, it could be because the merchant is from a blocked country. Come on, Taiwan. You're blocking Taiwan? KOHO, that's ridiculous. Or the card that was used is canceled. I just upgraded to a more premium plan yesterday. There's no way this card's canceled. The card was locked. It's not locked. Come on. So I just finished the buffet. Still feeling a little bit lightheaded. I mean, it's a lot of snow crabs. But I'm heading to the MRT station right now, or the subway station in Taipei. And since the KOHO card claims to offer 2% cashback for transportation, I mean, the subway in Taipei should be transportation, right? So if this card offers 2% cashback and no foreign transaction fees, that'd be pretty amazing, but I'm not really optimistic. I mean, the Sheraton Hotel rejected this card. What are the chances that the MRT station in Taipei is going to accept this card? Dude, there's no way this is gonna work. If this works, I'm gonna do 50 push-ups.
You can even do 1 push-up.
That's the thing. I'm so confident this is not gonna work. 你好，那个可以用信用卡去买单次的吗？啊？可以用信用卡去买单次的吗？
可以，我们这边可以卖。你要到哪一家？
古亭。
好，那20元哦。要几张？1
张就好。
这样就好。
It was at this moment that he knew. He f***ed up.
好，那这是你的票卡跟您的收据，还有你的信用卡哦，谢谢。
谢谢。There's no way that just worked. How is it possible that the Sheraton Hotel doesn't take the KOHO card, but the MRT station takes the KOHO card? I'm so confused. So I'm back at it again. It's almost midnight here in Taipei. I think it's 11 p.m. Now you might be asking, bro, why are you doing this at midnight? Here's the thing. After the buffet, I had a date with the toilet for about 4 hours. Okay, it's embarrassing, I know.
Are you okay?
No.
You still have 15 push-ups.
I know. And then it got too hot in the afternoon. It's Taipei. In April, it's like 30 degrees Celsius, okay? I don't want to dehydrate myself, so we're going out at midnight. So here's what we're gonna do, okay? We're gonna withdraw money using the KOHO card at 7-Eleven, because online they claim that you get 1 free ATM withdrawal internationally. If you have one of their more premium plans, of course. And on top of that, we're gonna check out what the exchange rate is, because honestly, what's the point of having free ATM withdrawals if the exchange rate is shit? So that's what we're gonna do. We're heading to 7-Eleven right now. There's 7-Elevens everywhere in Taipei. So like we're about 30 seconds away from 7-Eleven and we'll see. Dude, look at Taipei, man. It's almost midnight and the street is still packed with activities. The good old ATM machine at 7-Eleven. KOHO card goes in. And there you go. 3,000 NT, which is about $125 Canadian, I think. Now we wait to see if they refund me the ATM fees. So I actually also got myself a drink from 7-Eleven, because 7-Elevens in Canada, they're connected to gas stations. A lot of them are actually. So when you shop at 7-Eleven in Canada that's attached to a gas station, sometimes they're treated as gas payments, so you'll get extra bonuses on your credit card. Obviously in Taiwan, they're not attached to any gas stations. I guess most of them aren't, at least. But what I want to do is I still want to make a purchase at 7-Eleven to see if they registers any other categories like groceries or restaurants, because in Taiwan, 7-Elevens, you can actually live off 7-Eleven. Like they offer bento, they offer a bunch of crap. So we'll see. So here's what I want to do next. I want to go to the subway station or the MRT station and use the ATMs there to withdraw money using the KOHO card. Because last year I went using the World Simple card and the EQ Bank card. The ATMs there didn't charge me an ATM fee, which is good, but at the same time, the exchange rate was amazing. It was like 0.35%. So if this time I go and I get the same treatment with my KOHO card, I can only assume that you can basically use any debit cards in Canada and basically get free exchange rate in Taipei if you withdraw money at the MRT station. And as you know, that's pretty insane. I remember this. It's always deferred conversion. That's where you get the best conversion rate. I think last time it was 0.35%. If you use the immediate conversion, you see here, they mark it up by 4%. That's not good. So deferred conversion, there's the KOHO card, and there's 3,000 NT. If there's one thing I love about Southeast Asia is that it's super safe. Like, I could be at an ATM at midnight waving my money around and I'll feel totally safe. Like, if I was in Vancouver and I did that, like I would shit my pants. In fact, I wouldn't even go to the ATM when the sky turns dark. That's one thing I love about Southeast Asia, especially in Taipei. It's super safe. All right, next stop, we're at a local restaurant in Taipei and we're gonna see if they accept the KOHO card. So I just paid for lunch with the KOHO card and it worked. All right, next we're gonna try ordering Uber Eats using the KOHO card because the Scotiabank Passport Visa Infinite, they offer 2% cashback and no phone transaction fees when I ordered Uber Eats in Taiwan. All right, honey, what do you want for Uber Eats?
Sticky tofu.
Stinky tofu? Please don't make it go. It went through. So now we're heading to the grocery store because this card claims to offer 2% cashback and no phone transaction fee, so hopefully that's exactly what I get. Ever seen a grocery store in Taipei before? So just got my yogurt from the grocery store. It's funny actually, the only place that rejected the KOHO card so far is the Sheraton Hotel. Here's a fun fact. Every single receipt you get from Taiwan is a lottery ticket. This is what it looks like. Now you might be asking, dude, why is every single receipt in Taiwan a lottery ticket? Here's the thing. Businesses, if they don't give you a lottery ticket, they can deny the transaction and not pay tax on the transaction. But if every single citizen in Taipei or Taiwan demands a receipt because they can win some money, then businesses, they can't avoid tax on the transaction. How smart is that? Now you might be wondering, what's the top price for these receipt lottery tickets? It's about 500,000 Canadian. I know, it's quite a lot of money. Obviously the chances are very low. In the past I've won $40, $10. In fact, I know a couple people that won like $200, but those are actually pretty rare. But you do, the chances of you winning money isn't that uncommon. Alright, let's go into the analysis. So I've used this card for about a week and I've done several transactions off camera. And the only place that rejected this card was the Sheraton Hotel, which is strange. The only explanation I can think of is that the Sheraton Hotel has a tight security feature, and since I was using this card for the first time, they might think it was sketchy. So they blocked me from using this card, or KOHO blocked at their end. Anyhow, something happened at the back end, but at the end of the day, I had no problem using this card anywhere else in Taiwan. First things first, when KOHO denied my transaction with Sheraton, it would have been, according to KOHO, $51.28. Now, I used the Scotiabank Passport Visa Infinite to pay for the meal, and they charged me $51.13. It's no biggie. It's most likely the difference between the exchange rate between MasterCard and Visa. Most likely, Visa had a slightly lower exchange rate than MasterCard at that particular moment. Here's the good news. The card does indeed offer 2% cashback and no foreign transaction fees when shopping abroad for categories like restaurants, groceries, and transportation. And I can confirm they're using MasterCard's currency conversion, which is not that bad. So Uber Eats, they consider that eating and drinking. So as you can see here, it's $8 purchase, which is equal to 16 cents in cashback, which is 2% cashback. 7-Eleven purchases in Taiwan, they consider that food and drinks. In fact, off camera, I went to a gas station in Taipei to get gas and they consider that transportation. Cause many cards in Canada don't consider gas transportation. It's a separate category. So that's good, but here's the confusing part. So Metro Taipei, you see that? This is when I purchased a ticket from the subway station in Taipei. And they treated that as a food purchase. Well, I'm not complaining because I still get 2% cash back for food purchases, but shouldn't the subway station in Taipei be a transportation purchase? Okay, so let's go into the money withdrawing portion. So the 7-Eleven ATMs and the subway ATMs. Let's talk about the subway station ATM withdrawal first. So 3,000 NT on April 14th, which is when I withdrew the money, is worth 129.12 Canadian dollars on the MasterCard website. Which means if I withdraw 3,000 NT in Taiwan, I should be technically charged 129.12 Canadian dollars if there's no ATM fees. Now, if you watched my video last year regarding the Wealth Simple card and the EQ Bank card, I got exactly what the MasterCard's exchange rate was at the subway station last year. Let's take a look at this year using the KOHO card. So for 3,000 NT, they charged me $130.76, which is like 1.27% off from MasterCard's exchange rate. Again, this is from the subway station, which, okay, 1.27% off from MasterCard's exchange rate isn't that bad. Cause if you go to those currency conversion booths, they charge you like 3% and you might get scammed. But why do I get a worse exchange rate when I use the KOHO card than say when I use the Wealth Simple card at the exact same machine? Cause for the Wealth Simple card, I paid a 0.35% currency conversion rate, which was exactly what MasterCard charges. This year for the KOHO card, I paid over 1% more than what MasterCard charges for currency conversion. Okay, what about withdrawing money at 7-Eleven ATM? I paid $135.12 for 3,000 NT. Makes sense, that includes the ATM fees. But did they refund me the ATM fee after a week? No. With the Everything plan, they claim one free ATM withdrawal internationally, but after a week, I have yet to see my ATM fee refunded. The EQ Bank card and the Wealth Simple card refunded me the ATM fee within like 3 business days. So here's what I think. KOHO's online banking system is still very new, even though they've been in business for over 10 years. I'm still confused why the Sheraton Hotel would reject this card, why the metro station purchase is considered a food purchase, and also ATM withdrawals internationally is still a little bit iffy. I mean, I did get worse exchange rates than Wealthsimple and EQ Bank with this card. And it's been over a week and I'm still waiting to get my ATM fees refunded. But I do like the fact that they offer 2% cashback for specific categories with shopping abroad with no foreign transaction fees. And other than the Sheraton hotel, everywhere else took this card. However, that being said, for $22 a month, it's still hard for me to recommend this plan. I mean, in terms of using it as a credit card, the Scotiabank Passport Visa Infinite basically does the exact same thing this card does. And that card only costs $150 a year and with free lounge access. And plus, 4% interest rates, while high, there's other banks in Canada that now offers 4% for free. So anyways, thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed this video and learned something, a like and sub will always be appreciated. And if you're new to the channel, I make financial tips for Canadians in my law firm content and financial comedy in my shorts. With that said, thank you for watching and I'll see you next time.